Welcome back to the channel, and I'm back again with unmatched content. It's been a while. I haven't acquired any expansion in Wells, but now I had the chance to find Sun's Origin. So this is expansion that makes the conflict between Oda Nobunaga, as it is known, and Tomoe Gozen. This one, I'm sorry, I don't know the background, but I would like to show you what is inside this expansion. So this is that box that has only 2 fighters, the cheapest, and also brings a scenario which is thematically aligned with these 2 characters. So let's see what is inside Sun's Origin. Okay, so we have the core rules that are always the same. And this book, we even see that they show cards from Legends 2, I believe. It's not customized for these fighters, so you see cards that are not part. But anyway, this is not to be this is not going to be an autoplay video because yeah, I'm gonna repeat all the rules from Unmatched. You can find that on different videos. I'm just going to show you what this brings different. Okay. And so it includes this very small paper where it introduces the 2 characters, Nobunaga, Oda Nobunaga, so I'll reread it, and Tomoe Gozen. I think I read it correctly. So it's a man and a woman, and this is more a melee fighter, and this one is more versatile, could do melee, could do range. Probably stronger on range for a little bit what I've seen. Okay, so yeah, the ability from Nobunaga is the flanking ability because it comes with 2 guys, so it's very focused on getting the other guys flanking. And Tomoe has a power which is, we'll see the card, but if any opponent moves away from you, leaving your zone, there's automatic damage there. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll see the details from the cards. Then we have here the map that comes with this edition. So I always complain, and I'm going to complain again, which is the same map. The same map looks like a Japanese castle that you go down, down, and up. So it's a stairway. And on the other side, you have exactly the same map, but you don't see the colors. It's just more, the colors are more hidden for less visual noise, but they could create 2 maps very easily. So where to start? Let's go for Nobunaga. So here's Nobunaga. He's dressed like a samurai in a samurai armor. Is it the general samurai armor? Because this guy is a famous guy. And then he brings here these 2 companions, which is the blue soldier and the red soldier. Honor guard, not soldiers, they are honor guard, right? So they have each individual lives. The honor guard blue and honor guard red, both with 6. So 6, 12, and then Nobunaga starts with 13. So you have 25 life here, together with these, which is a lot, 25 in a single character. Then Nobunaga is a master strategist, which means they are all melee, and then other friendly fighters in Oda Nobunaga's zone add +1 to the value of the played cards. Okay, that's his power. Okay, and then when you combine that with flanking, the ability flanking, it says some of Nobunaga's cards have effect that happens when an opposing fighter is flanked. Flank means that the opposing fighter is flanked when there are 2 or more fighters under your control adjacent to him, which is Nobunaga's or the honor guard. Okay, so these are 2 independent powers here. So this one is you just need to be in the zone. Okay, so the soldiers become stronger if they are near Nobunaga because he's a general, etc. And then the flanking, it is cards that will require flanking. They need to be right next to the opposing fighter. So let's see if we find them. So this one is for any character. Battle maneuvers, you draw one card, then move each of your fighters to spaces. Okay, so it helps you to position and to prepare probably the flanking. Spring the trap. Let's try to find the attack cards. Oh, this one. Fire and flames for any. There it is. During the combat, if the opposing fighter is flanked, this card's value is 5. Okay, so if you manage to attack the enemy with any of the characters, and there are 2 characters adjacent, then you activate the flanking, and it becomes stronger. We've seen this one. We've seen it. For Nobunaga, Student of War, draw a number of cards equal to the amount of combat damage dealt to an opposing fighter. So this could be a problem, because you could go, if you catch the opponent wide open, then it's 5 damage directly, which is good, but at the same time you draw 5 cards. So you could make your deck go dry very fast with this card, so be careful if the game takes too long to end. Momentous shift. If your fighter started this turn in a different space, this card is 5. So for all those movements could be helpful. Patience and strategy. If the opposing fighter is flanked, your fighter recovers 2 health, a way to cure. Sun and Moon for the Honor Guard. If the opposing fighter is flanked, ignore the value of the opponent's card. Super strong. Honor Guard, Lightning and Thunder. Immediately, if the opposing fighter is flanked, you cancel. There's no effects on your card. You cancel the effects. And then you move to reposition. Demon King of the 6th Evern. Deal 2 damage to each opposing flanked fighter. Okay. To use for that last kill. It's a good thing. What about this? Reinforce. Lots of effects that you can choose. 2 of them. And choose 2 different. Okay, so you cannot repeat. Each fighter recovers, draw 2 cards, or get another action. That's a feint, right? Immediate cancel. Now they don't call it, they call it pragmatism. I don't remember if feint is exactly this. Maybe because everyone is a feint, so if that's the case, we may find a feint here. I don't remember. Let's look at the ones that we haven't seen yet. No, don't think there are feints here. Now it's called pragmatism. Yeah, we've just handed the deck. That's it. So I think this is the first character, the first unmatched character that doesn't have a feint card. All that I remember, all previous ones had a feint. All previous ones. It's a standard card it was until now a standard card in a match. I hope I'm not wrong. So Tomoe is a versatile fighter because she has a bow. But also, if you need to go melee, she has this spear, Japanese spear. Probably there's a proper name for it, but I don't know. And then the power is the attack of opportunity. When the opposing hero leaves her zone, 1 damage. 1 damage. So that's especially cool with the range, because you can position... Remember those maps where there are different crossroads? Like this one? This one is a good example. So you position yourself in a zone like this one here. And then if someone leaves the yellow zone, damage. If someone leaves the blue zone, damage. If someone leaves the brown zone, damage. So you should position strategically in certain places on the map for that. Look at that, 7 damage. 7 damage. But let's see if there is a catch here. This attack can only target a fighter adjacent to Tomoe Gozen and play it face up, okay? So there will be no surprises. And after the combat, you end the turn. So this is like a... You know your opponent has no defenses, so... Take 7. And that's it. There's no catch on the 7 except being on melee, so there won't be tricks here, there won't be lowering this because of some reason. It's just, hey, you are adjacent, take 7. Deal with that, so super powerful. Fearsome Strength. Tomoe Gozen may swap spaces with an adjacent fighter, okay, and deal 1 damage to an adjacent fighter. Okay, so this could be when there is a blocker blocking some opponent, there is almost dying, like only has 1 life remaining, so you use this, you swap, and then you do the fight, and then in the end there's 1 extra damage to an adjacent. Could be another one, the one that is almost dying. Deeds of Valor. Tomoe Gozen cannot take more than 2 combat damage this turn. Okay, this is a powerful one, because if you know that there's going to be an ultimate attack on you, defend with this, and you just take 2 and that's it. I don't care anymore. Immediately, if the opposing fighter is a hero, or if it's not like a companion, cancel all effects on the opponent's card. So it's like a fate, but just for heroes. If the opposing fighter is adjacent, and then you also deal 1 damage. Lord Kiso, final stand. Move Tomoe Gozen up to 3 spaces. She may move through sidekicks. Opponent sidekicks, because you don't have sidekicks. Then choose 1. She recovers 2 on you, or you gain 1 action. So a good way to reposition yourself, like going into that special zones, and then you heal, and then you just wait for them to move away for you to give the extra damage. An attack that allows you to draw cards, very weak attack, but then you have the drawing power. If Tomoe, this one is very cool. If Tomoe Gozen is adjacent to the opposing fighter, you may discard a card to put this card back into your hands. So it's a 4 of attack, which is quite powerful, above average, I think. And so if you are discarding other crap that you don't need, like defending cards, etc., if you're like focused on attacking, this card is constantly getting back to your hand if you are like glued to the opponent. Adjacent to it, always hitting hard, and always getting this attack back. If you want to do that spree of attack. Move after the combat, you move the opposing fighter 3 spaces. Then if they are a hero, you place this character in a space adjacent to them. Refuse to retreat. Tomoe Gozen cannot leave her space for the rest of the turn. Okay, so you defend, cannot move, but then if the opposing fighter is adjacent, your opponent discards 1 card, so it forces to discard, and that's it. Oh, what says the demon, the Oni? Confront any demon or god. After combat, you draw 1 card. Then, if you lost the combat, look at the opponent's hand and choose 1 card for them to discard. Okay, so a lot of discard here. A worthy opponent. If the opposing fighter is a hero, this card value is a 5. Although, I'm just skipping the ones we've read, right? Although, and it seems like we've seen all of them, yes. So, yeah, from a flavor perspective, this collection is not the one that really speaks that much to me, right? I want to play with Oda Nobunaga. Yeah, no one is not, unless you're Japanese or something, maybe Nobunaga or Tomoe are characters that are not the most charismatic, but the way they are built, I think they're very strong. Both are very strong in their own ways. So if you just ignore the theme, the flavor, etc., these characters are very solid. But maybe that's the power creep speaking, because, you know, in order for you to sell more match sets, you need to make these characters more appealing for you to purchase, right? So there's always in this kind of game power creep, which is a problem to deal when you need to combine collection that you have with people from before and after. But anyway, let's not think about this right now. But think about, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing. So I have a full playlist dedicated to Unmatched, where I've been opening mostly the entire collection. I'm still after some more recent sets, but I'll get there. And I also have playlists for many other board games out there, and all the major card games in the market. And if you like podcasts, if you like conversations, I also have a podcast in a channel called The Table Talks, where I'm interviewing people to get to know their projects, their profiles, their stories while playing board games online. So I definitely think that you'll find interesting content in the channel to consider subscribing and to be part of this community. Thank you very much, and I see you in the next video. Oh, sayonara.